Module 1. Occurrence and Impact of Disasters. Unit 1.3. Occurrence and Impact of Fire-Related Disasters. Learning Outcomes. After completing this unit, participants will be able to identify fire hazards and the risks of fire-related disasters, identify hazardous materials, their properties, and assess their risks, identify the types and classifications of fire-related disasters, explain the environmental, social, and economic impacts of fire. Introduction to fire-related disasters. Fires can lead to significant destruction, affecting both property and human life. They can occur suddenly and in various locations due to their unpredictable nature. Therefore, understanding the main causes of fires is essential for reducing risks and improving preparedness. Classification of fire. Fires are classified in two ways. 1. By burning material, Class A, wood paper, B, flammable liquids, C, electrical equipment, D, metals, KF, cooking oils. 2. By location, house fires, industrial fires, and wildfires. Electrical fires have no separate standalone category. General classification of fire. Fires are classified into different groups based on the type of material involved. Class A fires. Class A fires involve solid fuels like paper, cardboard, wood, furniture, and similar materials. They are very common because these materials are widespread and hard to eliminate fully. Good housekeeping, such as reducing waste buildup, helps lower the risk. Water and foam extinguishers are the most effective for Class A fires. Class B fires. Class B fires involve flammable liquids, commonly found in industrial areas using solvents, fuels, inks, adhesives, or paints. Although not very common, they are highly dangerous, so proper protective measures are essential. Workers must know the flammable liquids they use and follow COSHH assessments as required by law. Class C fires. Class C fires involve gases such as natural gas or LPG, which can create flammable or explosive atmospheres. Gases must be stored in sealed containers in safe areas, and only trained personnel should handle them. The safest way to control these fires is to shut off the gas supply. After that, a dry powder extinguisher is the most effective. Class D fires. Class D fires involve combustible metals like sodium. Metals conduct heat well, so these fires can spread quickly and cause structural damage as metals soften or melt. Water must never be used because it accelerates metal fires. Class D fires are extinguished with special dry powder. Small ones can also be smothered with dry sand or earth. Electrical fires. Electrical fires differ because the ignition source is electricity, not a fuel. They don't have a separate fire class, since the burning material is whatever the current ignites. To reduce risks, electrical systems must be correctly installed and maintained. Water or conductive materials must not be used due to shock danger. The recommended extinguisher is CO2. Class F fires. Class F fires involve cooking oils and fats, often occurring during deep fat frying. These fires grow quickly due to the high heat of burning oil. Equipment must never be left unattended. Wrong extinguishers can spread the burning oil. The proper extinguisher is a wet chemical type. Small fires can also be covered with a fire blanket. Characteristics of each fire and extinguishing methods. This table summarizes each fire class, the type of fuel involved, and the appropriate extinguishing method. Class A involves solid materials and is extinguished with water or smothering. Class B includes flammable liquids and uses foam or powder extinguishers. Class C fires involve gases and require dry powder. Class D covers metal fires and is treated with special dry powder agents. Electrical fires need non-conductive chemicals. Class F includes cooking oil or fat fires. controlled with wet chemical agents or smothering. House fires. House fires refer to fires that occur in residential buildings, whether accidental or intentional. These fires are dangerous because they can threaten lives and severely damage the structure and safety of the home. Between 1993 and 2015, there were about 86.4 million reported fire incidents worldwide, causing over 1 million deaths. This shows how common and deadly house fires can be. Economically, fires create massive yearly losses across the world. In fact, fire-related damages are estimated to cost nearly 1% of the global GDP, highlighting how significant their impact is. Frequent causes of house fires. Common causes of house fires include cooking equipment, smoking, candles, faulty wiring, barbecues, children playing with fire, lighting equipment, and heating devices. Now, quiz time. Class C fires refer to fires that involve gases, including natural gas, LPG, or other gases capable of forming a flammable or explosive atmosphere. Class C, Class D, Class A, Class F, Class B. Correct answer, Class C. Industrial fires. Common causes of industrial fires include faulty or malfunctioning equipment, flammable materials or substances, electrical faults or short circuits, welding or hot work operations, combustible dust explosions, and human error or negligence in following safety protocols. Common causes of industrial fires. Common causes of industrial fires include equipment faults, flammable materials, electrical faults, hot work operations, and combustible dust explosions. Equipment fault. Faulty or poorly maintained equipment is one of the main causes of industrial fires. When machines, tools, or electrical systems malfunction, they may overheat, create sparks, or fail in a way that ignites nearby flammable materials. Regular inspection, timely maintenance, and proper repair of equipment are essential to prevent such incidents and reduce the likelihood of fire in industrial settings. Flammable materials. Flammable liquids, gases, fuels, and combustible dusts present a significant fire risk in industrial environments. When these materials encounter an ignition source, they can ignite rapidly and cause serious fire incidents. Storing and handling them correctly, separating incompatible substances, and ensuring effective ventilation are key steps to minimize the danger and prevent fires triggered by flammable materials. Electrical faults. Electrical faults or short circuits are a major cause of industrial fires. Problems such as faulty wiring, overloaded circuits, or malfunctioning electrical equipment can create heat, sparks, or arcs that easily ignite nearby flammable materials. Regular inspection and maintenance of electrical systems, proper grounding and installation, and compliance with electrical safety standards are essential to prevent these incidents. Addressing electrical problems promptly and ensuring workers receive proper training significantly reduces the risk of fires caused by electrical faults. Hot work operations. Welding or other hot work operations create intense heat, sparks, and molten metal, all of which can easily ignite nearby flammable materials in industrial settings. Because these activities introduce multiple ignition sources, they represent a major cause of industrial fires. To minimize these risks, it is essential to maintain a clean workspace, remove or shield flammable materials, use fire-resistant barriers, keep extinguishing equipment on hand, and follow hot work permits and safety procedures. Proper preparation and supervision play a key role in preventing fires during hot work operations. Combustible dust explosiony. Combustible dust explosions occur when fine particles of combustible materials, such as dust or powders, become suspended in the air and meet an ignition source. This mixture can lead to a sudden and violent explosion. Industries like manufacturing, woodworking, chemical processing and food production are especially vulnerable because dust accumulation is common in these environments. Preventing such incidents requires strict housekeeping to reduce dust buildup, proper ventilation systems to limit dust suspension, and regular maintenance to avoid equipment faults that might create sparks. Additional explosion protection measures, such as venting or suppression systems, further help reduce the risk of combustible dust explosions. Wildfire. A wildfire is an uncontrolled fire that starts spontaneously in natural areas such as forests, grasslands, or prairies. It may be triggered by human activity or natural causes like lightning, and it can occur anytime and anywhere. About half of documented wildfires have uncertain or unknown origins. The risk increases in very dry conditions, especially during droughts, and when strong winds help the fire spread rapidly. Wildfires can severely disrupt transportation, communication, power and gas services, and water supply. They also worsen air quality and can destroy homes, crops, natural resources, animals, and even human lives. Climate change leads to warmer and drier conditions, increasing wildfire risk. Human activities can further influence wildfires by adding fuel sources and creating ignition risks during periods of extreme fire weather. Jones et al. 2020. Environmental impact of fire. Fires can lead to air pollution, cause erosion, trigger secondary hazards such as floods and landslides, reduce vegetation, and result in the loss of habitat. It's quiz time. Which of the following is not a cause of house firing? Lighting equipment, smoking cooking equipment, global climate change, children playing with fire. Correct answer, global climate change. Social impacts of fire. Injuries and fatalities. Workplace fires can lead to serious injuries and fatalities, mainly due to burns and smoke inhalation. Such incidents often cause severe physical harm, creating distressing outcomes for workers. The severity of burns may require advanced medical treatment, including surgery, skin grafts, and long periods of rehabilitation. Smoke inhalation can result in major respiratory problems, such as asthma, lung damage, and other long-term health effects that continue to impact victims well after the fire. Occupational health and safety issues. Workplace fires can create serious occupational health and safety risks. These incidents may release hazardous materials such as smoke, chemicals, and toxic substances, which threaten the well-being of employees, especially those working near the fire or involved in cleanup. Firefighters and first responders are also exposed to these dangerous materials during response efforts. Therefore, ensuring the safety of all personnel becomes essential to prevent potential health hazards. Emotional trauma, witnessing a fire incident, or losing a co-worker in a fire can cause serious emotional effects, including anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Employees may feel distressed and vulnerable, struggling to cope with the aftermath. Even without physical injury, this emotional impact can reduce their ability to work and handle daily responsibilities. Economic impacts of fire. These are the main economic consequences that fires can cause in workplaces and communities. Property damage. Fires can cause major property damage, including buildings, vehicles, equipment, inventory, and important documents. In workplaces, the impact is even greater because valuable machinery and raw materials can be destroyed. For example, a fire in a manufacturing facility can ruin expensive equipment and finished products. Litigation. Workplace fires can result in legal action, especially when injuries or fatalities occur. Employers may be held responsible and face costly, time-consuming legal proceedings. Expenses from legal fees, settlements, and related costs can build up quickly, damaging the company's reputation and financial stability. Economic interruption. Fires can force workplaces to close for cleaning and repairs, even when there is no direct damage. This downtime causes revenue loss, disrupts customer relations, and reduces productivity. Employees may be unable to work, leading to decreased income for both the workforce and the business. Increased insurance premiums. After a fire incident, businesses are often seen as higher risk, so insurance companies raise property and liability premiums. These increased costs can place a significant financial burden on the business and affect overall performance. Financial losses. Fires can cause major financial losses due to the cost of repairing or replacing damaged equipment, materials, and property. Normal operations may stop, or businesses may close temporarily, leading to revenue loss. For small businesses, this financial burden can be so severe that some may never fully recover. Regulatory fines and penalties. If safety regulations were violated, workplace fires can lead to investigations and significant regulatory fines. Organizations like OSHA may review the incident, and any discovered violations result in costly penalties. These fines increase the financial strain already caused by the fire. Damage to brand reputation. Workplace fires can harm a company's brand reputation, especially when the incident receives media attention. Customers may see the business as unsafe or unreliable, leading to loss of trust and reduced revenue. Negative publicity spreads quickly, particularly on social media, making the damage even worse. This reputational impact can be especially difficult for small businesses with limited resources to recover. Final self-assessment test. This section introduces a short 5-question test that checks your knowledge of Module 1, Unit 1.3. The results help you identify which topics you understand well and which ones may need more review.